Crows do what crows do.
Savage.
They shit all over everything.
We're now live on the network. Yeah. Careful about gestures. Do you like to do on the football game if you want to talk? Somebody's reading lips. Yes, sir.
See my I sent your message.
Two minutes. 2 minutes.
One touchdown against Texas. Barely took the thing against Indiana. Struggled against Michigan. They got good last. Yeah, but how they do stuff. The way that ours.
Good evening, 7 p.m. I'll now call Mansfield City Council Mansfield Caucus to order. Good evening. Welcome to a new year. We have new council members with us tonight, their first meeting. A special change tonight is I'm President Pro Tem, sitting in for the regular president, Phil Scott, who is off this evening. Don't know that there's anything else right this minute, so we'll start with committee reports. Does anyone have a committee report? Aurelio Diaz.
I have three special announcements of things happening between now and our next council meeting. One is Saturday at it's going to be a collaboration between Maddox Memorial Church, Richland County Children's Services, and the Roseland Neighborhood Watch Group. It's going to be from 11 to 1 o'clock at Maddox Memorial Church. It's at the Roseland Neighborhood Fan Festival. So be sure to come out for that. It's in the heart of a neighborhood, and I just like seeing these three organizations coming together. So that's this Saturday from 11 to 1. Beginning, I guess, today or tomorrow until January 23rd, Richland County Children's Services is hosting their 4th annual Valentine card drive. A lot of us got those notifications. This is a partnership between Richland County Children's Services and the Mansfield United Lions Club. And I believe in the flyer, last year, 9,000 Valentine cards were gifted to ages young to 18-year-olds, youth who are receiving foster care supports. You're encouraged to drop off, either store-bought Valentine cards or homemade, something special for youth. Again, that's going to be accepting cards now until 23rd. And then just a really quick reminder, as you know, we've been announcing if temperatures are 20 degrees and lower, we have the 2 warming centers in the city. The daytime option is Ark Church on the corner of Sycamore and Park Avenue. Those hours are 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Then the overnight warming center hours are First United Methodist Church from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And they do always encourage donations and volunteers if that's something anyone is interested in doing. And that concludes my community announcements.
Thank you, Councilman Diaz. Anyone else? Madam Mayor?
Just a couple things tonight. I just want to also add my welcome to our new council members and welcome back to our returning ones. Look forward to working with you the next few years. And I do want to also say thanks to our city staff and department heads and all the leadership. We finished out 2025 with a lot of great projects coming in. And we're starting off the year hot and heavy. You're going to hear about some of those updates here in just a second from the directors, but there's a lot of good things going on. We will be aiming for the state of the city again in March. This year, we're also going to be adding a video along with it. So more to come on that, but we're excited to do that. Also, we are in the midst of going to Microsoft 365. Of course, you remember Huck was here a month or so ago talking about that. Our IT folks have been very, very busy scurrying all over. I want to say thanks to them. I know they're carrying a big load with that. But it's going to be a really great step forward for the city. So thanks.
Thank you. Director Andrus.
Thank you. If you check our website, we have several job postings. We have maintenance equipment operator down at the complex. Those are ones that operate our snow plows. We also have our wastewater treatment plant. We're hiring some supervisors down there as well. And Parks is hiring some people as well. And there's other departments. So if you know someone that's interested in those positions or interested in looking for a position with the city, check our website and they'll be posted there. We're going to continue with the leaf pickup program that we started. The leaves were still on the trees when we started plowing snow. So this is kind of unusual situation, but this week the weather's going to be nice. So our crews are going to get out and try to get caught up as much as they can during this break before the next snow period next week, probably. So they'll be continuing on the second round in a different zone that they have not been. So we will be looking at the leaf there. We are continuing to prepare for snow plowing. We used 4,000 tons of salt so far this year or this past year, and we have more being delivered and more on schedule. So we'll be ready for the next snow event that we have. There was a suggestion that came from the businesses downtown that we keep the white lights down in Central Park and just take down the Christmas lights. So we have worked with the contractor, and they'll take down the Christmas theme and color lights down in the next month or so, and leave the white lights up in the downtown through probably March or April till we get into the mowing season or have to get those extension cords up. So that was a recommendation. They said it'd be nice to have that. So we were able to work that out with that. This year, if you haven't found out, this is a America 250 celebration. And Mike Wittert, who is our park superintendent, myself, will be going down to the State House tomorrow as a kickoff for the Ohio 250 celebration. We have several things that we are going to have here in the city and county. I'm acting as a representative for both the county and the city for the 250 committee here in Mansfield and Richland County. We're considering doing a community mural as a part of that. We're also looking at the rededication of the Bassbender Fountain. We've got a report back that they are 90% done with the casting and more than 50% done with painting. So it will be delivered sometime in June. So we're very comfortable that the contractors be able to get that set and in place for July 4th. The original dedication when it was donated to the city was July 4th, 1881. So we're going to recreate that rededication as part of the 250 celebration, and that'd be 145 years is the fountain. So it's going to look new. It's going to be great. We're going to add some additional features there. So it should be kind of a center landmark there at Central Park. And then also this year, we're going to be opening the time capsule. That's scheduled to be open July 4th as well. And then we're going to be doing a new time capsule that will be, the mayor has gotten some students, give us some stuff, and we're just collecting stuff to put in the time capsule for the next 50 years, right? Yeah. So that's what we're going to be doing then. Yeah. So the other thing, we have 6 planned dedications and probably groundbreaking events in 2026 so far. So we're going to be looking at doing some recognition for some of the donors that have helped us with a lot of these projects and giving recognition, but also to let the city know what's new and different and what we're doing in a way of the city. We just posted the bids December 22nd for the 2026 street repaving resurfacing, and that is tax supported through a levy fund. We're also going to be doing the Fox Glen Trail, and that was a donation by the group of $65,000 for that repaving of that trail. And then we also had the Liberty Bathhouse reconstruction and also renovation of that into kind of an outdoor shelter. And those were from donations from the Mill Iron Foundation and also the Richland County Foundation. And that's $406,000. So we're doing a lot of these things, but we're also leveraging a lot of private donations. They're not city funds that we're going to be using. And we open the bids on January 14th. So we'll know where those bids are at and know what we're going to be doing there. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Director. Director Porch.
Thank you, Mr. President. For the Police Department, 9 officers will be graduating here at the first week of February. I mentioned last council will be open up lateral applications at the end of February. So those are current certified police officers within the state for the vacancies that we have. And then hopefully we're looking maybe June-ish for our entrance exam. I know that the HR director is currently working to develop a fire exam, which we want to, the mayor wants to get that completed as quickly as we can. We're trying to shoot for March, but maybe April. So hopefully the March date happens. The command unit that I've been reporting on to council, that has finally been completed. So it was completed in end of December, but because of the holidays, we could not get the officers that the chief selected to be in charge of the command vehicle could not get down because of the holidays. So we waited until about the second week of January. I don't know the date. I am going to go down with the chief and the officers to go over the vehicle. Once that gets back to Mansfield at some point in time in February, we'll probably have an open house for council members to be able to tour the vehicle to see its capabilities and what we have. So we're definitely glad that project's been completed. For the fire department, the fire chief is on it. He gave me the stats for 2025, and the fire department responded to 12,218 calls for service. Please keep in mind, 85% of those calls are EMS related. A large portion of their duties always fall back and relate to EMS, which is, I'd much rather have that than fires. So that is up 2.67% from in comparison to 2024. So we're still trending in the upwards area for our calls for service. And then finally, through the next 2 months, the fire department will be installing in-car cameras in both the fire engines and the squads. So I definitely want to highlight this. It is for the in-car cameras that do not go into the back of the squads where patient care is being delivered. It is forward-facing and cab for the squad. So it is the same camera system that the public works vehicles have. So the chief's excited about making sure we have those in on our fire service vehicles. So more to come on that. And that's all I have, sir.
Thank you, Director. Director Converse.
Thank you. I would just like to welcome the new council members and invite you all to the Finance Department anytime that you have questions related to our city's finances or any kind of information like that that we could provide for you, or if you would like to see specific things reported in the finance report that hasn't been in the past. I'm always open to your ideas and your feedback, so feel free to stop in anytime and see what we're up to. Right now, it's not much excitement happening up there. We're just closing out last year and getting 2026 set up. The state auditors are here now, and they will be performing their audit of last year's financial records, and they are very thorough. I do expect them to be requesting information from council members as well regarding any kind of interaction you would have had financially that is applicable to their responsibilities in the audit. They're very, very thorough. That's all I have.
Thank you, Director. Director Harper.
Thank you. My office is in the process of tallying up the numbers in terms of what has been going on for purposes of both criminal and civil. And we'll have that information for you next time. Beyond that, I have nothing else to add.
Thank you very much. Legislation time. Councilwoman Meyer.
Thank you, sir. Bill 26-001. This will be authorizing the Safety Service Director to accept an appropriated donation of $300 from Appleseed Valley Veterinary Hospital to purchase puppy lifesaver oxygen masks for the Mansfield Fire Department ambulance.
Can I jump in on that?
Director Borch.
So these are for 6 masks. It'll cover for 6 squads. They're like $50 a piece. And I know it says puppy, but the chief says this is for adult dogs for the oxygen mask. So it was very nice.
Also not dogs, he said.
Also cats.
Yeah, anything with a snout.
Okay, and cats.
Maybe not chickens, but
It won't work for a pug. I don't know.
All right. Any further comment from council? I will say that I did work with Clerk Delane today, and she has developed a thank you note from City Council for donations throughout this 2026. So maybe we'll pass that around sometime during, you could take a look at it and we'll work that out. So if there's nothing else on that, 26002 is mine. This is for the VoIP phone system. So on a monthly basis, it's a mere $9,039.60. But we're doing it for 60 months, which makes it $542,376 to cover the 5-year period. We have Mark Huckleberry in the back who is installing the system and working with them. And this has been through the Board of Control last month. Is there any questions, comments? All right, hearing none, we'll move on back to Mrs. Meyer, 26003.
Yes, thank you, sir. 26003 will be approving the law director's acceptance of a grant from the Ohio Crime Victims Assistance Office to be used for the Crime Victims Assistance Program administered by that office in the amount of $31,555.30. There is a match required of $71,2832.
And does anyone have any questions about that? Law director's in the back corner just waiting to answer a question. All right. Hearing nothing, we'll go back to Councilwoman Robertson.
Thank you, Mr. President. So Bill 26004 is authorizing the mayor to submit an amended annual action plan for PY 2021, the home ARP funding, indicating proposed uses for the city's 2021 Home Investment Partnership Program funds under provisions of Public Law 93-383 as amended and declared an emergency. So basically what this is in a nutshell is I talked to Director Ackerman, and we have some monies that was forwarded to us in addition to what had already been approved through legislation. And it's a little over $1,200. And that's what this is, because we have to have things right, especially with the state auditors here. We don't want to cause any headaches for the finance director. So Adrian, do you have anything you want to add?
But not too much, just that the bulk of the changes are on pages 39 and 41, which just shows we're putting that $1,204 into the supported services, talking with consultant, place to put it. And then of course updating the total amount, but the rest of that plan is essentially data and narratives, so.
Anybody has any?
Anything further?
No, sir.
All right. You got to pass on that. You should normally come all the way forward to a microphone because people are watching outside. I do not have any further legislation. If there's nothing else, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
I need somebody to actually do it.
I'm used to you being next to me. Second.
So Crystal moved to adjourn and it was seconded. Our caucus meeting is closed at 7:17. I will now call Mansfield City Council to order. Yeah, you can stand up. I'm looking for my notes. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance and we'll remain standing for a brief reflection. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Heavenly Father, we ask that you look over us this evening as we start a new year of City Council. Grant us wisdom and guidance. Look after our safety forces and all the employees of the city of Mansfield, and bless our residents. Amen. The clerk will now read the roll.
Mr. Miranda.
Present.
Mrs. Meyer.
Present.
Mrs. Davis-Weiss.
Present.
Miss Daly.
Here.
Mr. Diaz.
Here.
Miss Mount.
Here.
Miss Robertson.
Here.
And Mr. Falkett.
Here.
President Scott.
Second.
We're excusing him, right? Not the second one. All right. Now cast your vote. President Scott is excused from the meeting, 8-0. All right. Unless there is an objection to the reading of the journal, will be in correspondence is dispensed with. Citizen comments is up next. Do we have anyone on the sign-in sheet tonight? No. All right. Are there any additional committee reports for council? Would the mayor like to address council? Director Andrews? Director Porch? Director Converse? Director Harper?
No, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. We'll now proceed with legislation. Rule suspending rules is
Thank you, Mr. President.
Antoinette.
Suspensions of the rules. I move with respect to all bills that come before council this evening that the rule requiring reading on 3 different days be suspended and that each bill be read one time by the title only.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we'll suspend the rules. If there's no discussion, we'll go ahead and vote. Suspension of the rules passes 8-0. Miss Daly? Do you have any more? Nothing late? No late bills. It's a
No.
wonderful night. All right.
What she said, no.
We'll now proceed with legislation. All right. Mrs. Meyer, you're up with the number one piece of legislation for 2026.
Thank you, sir. I move that Bill 26-001 be read and placed upon the floor for discussion.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. The clerk may now read the bill.
Authorizing the Safety Service Director to accept and appropriate a donation of $300 from the Appleseed Valley Veterinary Hospital to purchase puppy lifesaver oxygen masks for Mansfield Fire Department ambulances.
Is there any further discussion, comments, or questions from council? Hearing none, Mrs. Meyer.
Thank you, sir. I move that Bill 26-001 be placed upon the floor for final passage.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Please cast your ballot. Passes 8-0. Up next, 26002. I move that the legislation be placed on the floor for discussion.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. The clerk will now read Bill 26002.
Authorizing the Chief Technology Officer to enter into a contract for cloud-based phone service VoIP to the City of Mansfield with Ring Central for a term of 5 years, which shall provide the city with all VoIP services previously provided by Mitel, in addition to new features and services, and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Further questions or comments? Hearing none, I move that this bill be placed upon the floor for final consideration.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Please cast your vote. Passes 8-0. Mrs. Meyer, 26003.
Thank you, sir. I move that Bill 26-003 be read and placed upon the floor for discussion.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. The clerk will now read Bill 26003.
Approving the law director's acceptance of a grant from the Ohio Crime Victims Assistance Office to be used for the Crime Victims Assistance Program administered by the law director's office in the total amount of $31,555.30, appropriating the funds to be expended into 2026 and declaring an emergency.
Further questions or comments from council? Hearing none, Mrs. Meyer.
Thank you, sir. I move that Bill 26-003 be placed upon the floor for final passage.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Please cast your vote. Bill passes. 8-0. Mrs. Robertson, 26004.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that Bill 26-004 be placed upon the floor for discussion.
Second. It's been moved and seconded. The clerk will now read Bill 26004.
Authorizing the mayor to submit an amended annual action plan for PY 2021 home ARP funding, indicating proposed uses for the city's 2021 home investment partnership program funds under the provisions of Public Law 93-383 as amended, and declaring an emergency.
Any further questions or discussion from council? Hearing none, Mrs. Robertson.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that Bill 26-004 be placed upon the floor for final passage.
Second. Thank you. It's been moved and seconded. Please cast your vote on 26004. Passes 8-0. Does anyone have anything else to come before council this evening? I will.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. We are now adjourned, 7:25.
That's the earliest in a long time.